Hi Barn Door readers. Today I'd like to take you with me on my venture into kefir. I used to make a lot of yogurt. Back when we raised dairy goats, we used to make probably about a gallon of yogurt every week. But now I haven't done that in a long time, and I was introduced to kefir recently. When my husband went through his cancer treatments, we had to have something that would help him build up his good gut bacteria again. And a friend of mine gave me some kefir grains, or some people call them kefir seeds. And so I've been making kefir now, and I wanted to share the process with you because it's super easy. So I'm going to set this up here. There, that ought to work. So this is my batch of kefir that I started last night. And it's if you look really close at it, you can kind of see some whey around the bottom. It's pretty thick right now because I probably should have done it an hour or two ago. But when I do my kefir, I use a coffee filter to cover it because kefir needs to breathe. Kefir grows by those bacteria eating the lactose in the milk. That's what it lives on. And if it ran out, like if I left this go too long, it would actually starve and it would kill the kefir grains. So it's time for me to process this, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Super simple. First of all, the kefir seeds look a little bit like I kind of think of them as like really chunky chunks of tapioca pudding or something. See what I mean? They're kind of rubbery and they're little balls. And I actually have more in here because my friend shared some with me, and I could actually do that now because I have like this huge glob right here. Actually, I'm going to put them in a clean jar here instead. I think that's all of them. Now kefir, it looks like sour milk. Kind of smells like sour milk. It's much like buttermilk in a way, but you have to kind of get past that in your head because it isn't sour. It's those bacteria that are causing it to ferment. And like anything that is fermented, whether it's sourdough, wine, sauerkraut, anything like that, it has that bit of a zingy, kind of fizzy sort of a taste to it. And some people have a hard time getting used to it, but I have developed a taste, and I like to sweeten it up a little bit. And it's so good for you. It just puts all that good gut bacteria in that you might be low on, and they say that your gut is your second brain. And what I like to do is put it through a sieve like this. And the only reason I'm doing this, I'm keeping the whey and everything because it's all good for me, is to just make it smoother. Store-bought kefir is very smooth because, you know, they have a huge process that they go through to make it that way with multiple types of bacteria and things too. But I just push it through a sieve like that, kind of scrape it through. And now it's pretty smooth. Look, you can see how smooth it pours. And I'll put a cover on that, put it in my refrigerator, and drink it tomorrow. So now I'm ready to start my new batch of kefir. And unlike yogurt that has to be heated, kefir is so much easier. With kefir, I take my milk, and you can use any kind of milk. A lot of people will use farm, fresh, raw milk. I use whatever I happen to have on hand. If it's 1% whole milk, 2%, today I've got some 2%. I just fill the jar, and like I said, there's a lot of kefir seed in there. I could do a whole quart if I wanted to, but I usually only do a pint at a time because that's about how much each day we use. And I cover it back up, and this is the really hard part. I set it on my counter where I leave it overnight. Like anywhere from probably 12 hours to 15 hours or something like that. Now over here I have here's a glass of kefir from yesterday, and I've added some homemade raspberry jam to it. I'm not much of a honey person. A lot of people like to mix honey with theirs, but I prefer the jam. Kind of what I used to do when I made yogurt too. Here's to ya. So go try some kefir. It's good for you.